because there's so many different places that connect to Dubai throughout the world. So we wanted to have some presence there. MGM, which is one of our bigger competitors, is also building a property in Dubai as well right now. And they're doing the same thing. They're actually building like a new hotel in Nashville, trying to expand just into the hospitality space. Because for us, we're the largest entertainment company in the world. So we have more than just gaming. We have the best shows. If you go to Las Vegas, we have the best shows. So we're taking some of that talent from Vegas, moving those people into Dubai, into some of these other places to create different experiences that they can't get outside of going to like Las Vegas.
But the other thing, going to just go over what Andre was saying, it's given us a footprint into Asia, right? I mean, Dubai is part of Asia, so that gets us closer into it, because right now we don't have any presence in Asia. We're trying to get the license in Korea and the license in Japan, but still fighting on that. Now you got a hotel. That's what we did with Macau. I don't know if anybody recalls, but Caesars was the first place in Macau. We had a golf course and a hotel over there. We never had gaming at first because there was no licenses for gaming. But when the licenses came, our CEO made a bad decision at the time, which I wish he would have accepted the license and would have been the first casino in Macau, but unfortunately he did not. So we had to move back. But now, putting your presence back in Dubai, the other thing is, casinos are not what they used to be 50 years ago. 50 years ago, it was strictly gaming. That's where all your revenue came from, is the big players. Like, nobody cared about food, nobody cared about shows. Now it's all about retail. If you look, I mean, if you go to Vegas right now trying to get a private table at a nightclub on a Saturday night, it might cost you $5,000 just to get that table.
Yep.
And then on top of that, you're gonna spend money on booze and stuff. So it's all shifting towards retail, because the new generation is all about partying and spending money, not in a gaming way.
Even on the gaming side, we're working on some technology that's more oriented to
Mobile,
just like a mobile, but as well as like gaming. So just like you're playing a PlayStation, where it's more interactive amongst your peers and you're playing against your friend, but you're playing for money. So that will hopefully attract millennials and the younger generation, because that's what you're used to doing, is playing video games, opposed to just pulling the slot machine, because that's not as fun. For the older generation it is, but for the new generation, we're trying to come up with some stuff that is more interactive, that you can play social with a group of 10 people and everybody's playing against each other. So that's some kind of a wave of the future on the gaming side.
Now, continuing on, if you don't mind, let's talk about West Memphis.
Let's talk about West Memphis. I'll tell you this, talk is cheap. You know, you can say you're making an expansion for 200 million, whatever, but if you haven't breaking ground, 200 million doesn't mean anything, right? I'm not saying they're not going to do it, but they've been saying it for about a year and a half. Now, they did get legalized, they legalized table games. Is that what I'm assuming that's what we're going with?
The upgrade, let's put it that way.
So now they can have live dealers, live crap games, roulette, all the stuff we have in Tunica, they have it over there now, which is it going to affect us? Absolutely. It's going to affect the day-to-day people that go on a daily basis playing craps, playing slots. But now they only got, a 5-minute ride from downtown Memphis? You're right there instead of a 20-minute ride towards Tunica. Now, the only thing they don't have is, like we said, we have properties all over the country. So you start with us, you got a chance to move around the country and elongate your career. Where there, you only got 2 places, the one in Florida and the one down here in West Memphis. Is it going to hurt? Absolutely. But is it going to attract the big players? No, because they're not going to take the game. They're not going to give you the limits. And what I said by that, if you walk down there, their highest limit, their max bet is $200 on the craps table, or $500 on the blackjack table. Where you come to Tunica, I mean, if you want to bet, if you want to gamble, I'll give you up to $50,000 a hand in blackjack, or $50,000 up to $10,000 a hand a roll in craps. Which that entices the big gamblers. Obviously, they always look for limits. They don't care about what you have around you. As long as you give us the gaming, we're all about it. Now, the day-to-day people, absolutely, it's going to kill it. I mean, they're gonna capitalize on it, just like they did when the flood happened. When the flood happened, that's why everybody found out about West Memphis, because they capitalized on it, which was great. I mean, they went from being a $7 million a year operation to now they're almost at $92 million a year. I mean, they're growing, no doubt.
Other questions, concerns. Job recruitment.
There you go.
So, I've grown up in Mississippi all my life, and so I know Tunica. I know Tunica whenever it was, the place
When
to
it was
go.
no fields.
And then other places like South Haven and Tupelo and Oxford, they've kind of grown a little bit more. A lot of places that were in, like retail-wise, that were in Tunica left and separated. So how have y'all been able to, keep up with it and keep your doors open? I mean, I know it's a casino, so anyone's going to go gamble, spend money, but like they have other ways now to do it.
Right.
And travel is a lot more easy now to get to. other
Absolutely.
places.
So I don't think gaming is what it used to be back in the heyday as far as volume and cash flow and how much money is being generated through the properties. But I think that's the power of Caesars and the brand, because people come there, but then they can also use the points that they've accumulated, and they can go to New Orleans, or they can go to Vegas, they can go to other places, and they enjoy doing it. So it's a little bit slower, but we still are busy. I mean, I don't know the occupancy of hotels like in Memphis, but we run in the summer 90% plus, and we have 600 hotel rooms. So there's still a ton of people that go down there just to have a good time. It's kind of like a vacation inside your city, like a little staycation. We have some people that come literally every week.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Every weekend they'll come in, they want the same room, they want to go to the pool, they want the same seat at the steakhouse. So I think it's the amenities that we offer, and people have just become loyal through time with the brand of Caesars.
Well, absolutely, Tunica is definitely a declining market, right? I mean, everybody can see that. It doesn't take a genius to see it. But at the same time, that's why we try to hire exceptional employees to keep the people coming back and to keep it growing. So the survival of Horseshoe, I mean, we've been hitting numbers thank God, for the past 5 years straight. But for Horseshoe, it's the loyalty of our customers that they keep on coming back. And we're bringing, it's not just being Memphis, Nashville, or like South Haven, Olive Branch, Tupelo. We got loyal people from Houston, Texas. It's a group of 30 amazing Asian players that come in once a month, and literally between the 30 people, it's easily $1 million swing. So that great revenue, they come in once a month. You got Dallas, another market for us that's huge. Atlanta, phenomenal, right? You got to keep those guys happy, and you got to keep them treated like they're kings and queens. I mean, to keep your bread and butter. But obviously, my team, the responsibility is to find new business as well and expand their books, because I mean, the player is not going to live forever. I mean, last year was a terrible year for me. I lost 6 people in a row. They all passed away. I was like, son of a gun. Like, now you got to bust your ass trying to find a replacement, and it's just frustrating, but it's part of the business, just like every other business.
I think something else that helps too is we create truly unique experiences. Stuff that you see on movies actually happens. We do it almost on a regular basis. So Romeo took a group of customers on a private jet to the Super Bowl. He's about to take some people over to the NFL draft. We have people that come in, we take them on hunting trips. So we do stuff that you just don't get. You're not going to get at West Memphis. You're not going to get at certain other places, because we can do that. We have private jets. We have everything that you have ever seen in a movie is real. And if you have enough money, we will do anything that's legal for you.
Thank you. Glad you said
When I was in
it.
Vegas, there was a lot of requests for things that were illegal, and we had, you had to draw the line. But outside of that, so I think that's what keeps people coming too, because we do stuff that you only can dream about. Romeo has done. Sometimes I had a unique opportunity sometimes to take a trip that Romeo's supposed to be on. So I had a chance to travel with the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm on the private jet with them. We go to the game. We're sitting courtside. We're eating in all the lounges, and that's just a regular thing in the casino world.
Yeah, definitely. Anything you imagine, we can get it. No drugs and no hookers.
Right, that's it.
Everything else.
Those are the 2 lines.
Everything else you can have. You can imagine. Seriously, I mean.
You want a car? Like, we give
Exactly,
people
that's what I
cars,
was gonna say.
motorcycles.
We had a guy that's been
Whatever
loyal
you
to
want,
us.
we will give you. We'll do it for you. If your thing is a Maserati, we'll get you a Maserati. I mean, if you play enough, not
Yeah. Not everybody's
like,
well,
in Romeo's
Yo,
circle.
don't be Santa Claus right now. Relax a little bit. No, but like I said, if you so perfect example, we had a guy that lost 14 million in 2016 with us for the whole year.
Oh my God.
For his birthday, we gave him a private car jet for it was cost me 500,000 for the private car jet, and then we bought him 2 Escalades for his birthday, for his loyalty. I mean, it's shocking, right? But look at the investment. 16 million cost me $1 million. I'll take it every day. I'll spend $1 million to get 16 every day. No questions asked. And always remember, in this business, we always ask for forgiveness before we ask for permission. I'm gonna do it before I ask for anything.
So have you ever turned a plane around to get your money back from a high roller that won?
Turn the plane around like,
Like you won a big amount of money and then you said something that
Oh, to make him come back
come
and
back
lose
and
it?
play again so you can get your
same
money.
day. Oh, so you've been watching the movie Casino?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Something along
so
that, I thought about
when
it.
that used to be back in the day because it was run by the mob. Right now we got licenses, we can't do that anymore. But the scene is, I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Casino, but this dude beat him for like 5 million, taking him back to the private jet. They say, oh, the jet is not working, we gotta fix the part, we gotta take you back to the casino. He goes, I'm not gambling a dime. He goes up to his room and comes back down to the casino floor, loses all the money, and on top of it, whatever he had on credit line. But no, do we do that? No, it's illegal. First of all, so, but would they come back because now they're thinking, oh my God, I can win this kind of money here all the time? Psychologically, they're coming back regardless. And when they lose, they're gonna come back because now you beat them, you're up on them. They wanna come back and beat you, thinking they can